I just would like to share my perspective with you all regarding women's sports and all of the hullabaloo around that whole topic. I absolutely understand the fact that there are very bigger kinds of political issues going on at this time. I mean, that's my perspective on it. But I also just thought I would take some time to share my perspective on this one for those who are interested and those who are interested in maybe seeing different perspectives on things. So, I do feel that this transgender topic was a very big factor in this election for people. And so it has importance as far as, a societal issue. And I think that there's too many people out there who are coming from a platform of like the idea that this is all just based on ideology and it's a mental disorder as a result. That's causing a lot of harm. And so I'm going to push back on that one. And I'm going to stand up for these other people. I also think that there's a large percentage of those people who are seeing it in a slightly inaccurate way too. But I think that those people are actually coming from more of a space of love than a lot of these ultra conservative types who are like mocking and belittling these people and their families who are supporting them and the people who are supporting them. So it's like many things in life. People love the simple answers, and we can't just do simple answers with all of this stuff. And so I've been hearing a lot of mockery regarding the women's sports topic and transgender women being in with these women's sports. And this perspective that I have is actually, I'm not even trying to, this is really what I think the solution for this is. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while, and it's men and women together. And so what I found from that experience was really interesting. So there's this misconception that women can't be strong. If you work out regularly, you will be strong. It is true that the testosterone gives you a little bit of an edge as far as building muscle faster. But what I found was I was stronger than some of those men because my skill was absolutely terrible. But sometimes I could overpower them. And I realized it's like skinny guys, tall guys, but skinny guys. Just because somebody, doesn't look super bulky doesn't mean that they're not strong, doesn't mean that they don't have the capability to be strong. My husband and I work out a lot, and he has taught me a lot about weightlifting. It was something that I never used to do because I had this like misconception that it was going to make me bulky. And so I only did cardio for a long time. And I'm so glad that he got me to start weightlifting with him because, sorry, I'm fidgeting. I learned that there's so much importance to that weightlifting, the muscle that you build. Now, my husband is a lot stronger than me. He's like 6 feet tall, and I'm like 5'5". And so he's a lot taller than me. Also, he is really strong. So weightlifting with him, I totally see the discrepancy there in our strength. And I also see that he does, when he pushes it, he puts on the muscle faster, and that's true. But what I also see at the gym is, again, so not all dudes are that strong, okay? Even the ones who work out. And women can be super strong. So I have thought for a long time that maybe instead of, maybe you could give this a try societally. Like, start creating sports teams where you group them based on weight class. Because when I think about the Leah Thomas, whatever, the transgender swimmer. People were so mean about that, and I really am not in favor of that. I think that that's a very foolish way to behave, and you cannot really tell me that you are doing your inner work and healing your childhood wounds if you're continuing to behave in an unkind way. So the way that people were mocking, I really didn't like that. But what I noticed when you see like these women's sports teams and these Olympic teams is some of those women are like as tall as my husband and super strong. They could probably hold their own in a match with my husband. And so is it fair to the littler women on these teams that you have these super tall, super genetically strong women on the same team as them who are biologically females? Do you see how it's not quite so cut and dried? Again, nuance. And so I think it would be interesting to start trying that in little groups, having sports teams where it's not separated by gender, but by weight class. Gina Carano, she could kick most dudes' asses that I know. Seriously. She's super strong and super skilled, you know? So that's why I think it's just going to be a little short video before I head off and do my other things. But I just wanted to share that perspective. Food for thought. Think about it. Consider it. Now, again, so I really think that the rise in people being transgender has more to do with environmental factors. The phthalates, the endocrine disrupting chemicals that are actually everywhere. And if you watch, Dr. Swan is her name, there was a podcast. I'm going to put it again in this video. I put it in the link for a couple videos back, but I really want people to watch this. This is very valuable information. So if you look at this in terms of, with the transgender topic, what if they really can't help this? What if it's not all ideological? What if it's only a little bit societal influence, social influence, and way more to do with some sort of underlying biological issue? What if that were the case? Do you see how maybe you could bring more compassion into this topic? More willingness to listen and consider new perspectives on different things if you look at it in those terms? So that's what I got. Like and subscribe. I'm like slurring my speech again. I'm not drunk. Like and subscribe, and please have an amazing day. Bye for now.